What's going on, guys? So finally got my dad's exhaust kit. It's gonna go on his car for 04 to 08 TSX. This is basically just like a walkthrough, a small video review of the quality of the exhaust from DNA Motoring. This is a DNA Motoring brand. Best bang for the buck for exhaust system on a TSX. We're just gonna do like a little walkthrough on the quality of the exhaust, of how these guys designed it and welded the welds. I heard that these sometimes as time goes by, sometimes the not rust, but like the welds can like break off or whatever from winter salted conditions, snowy conditions, which usually would happen on any car, whether it be this brand or any other exhaust. But yeah, just a walkthrough review on the quality of the exhaust. Seems like it's pretty decent quality. The size of the thickness of the pipe. Oh, excuse me. So as you can see, as far as the quality for the secondary muffler, just to quiet down the sound, it's not too bad in there. As far as that, for the secondary muffler, the secondary to quiet down the exhaust tone so it's not too loud. It's the inside insert. Obviously this has the tips add-on. This is adjustable a little bit, forward or back a little bit, not too much, but it's decent enough to adjust it. Same thing with this side. It's not too bad for the price. It's the best bang for the buck if anybody's looking for an exhaust. As far as quality wise, decent welds, I guess. But obviously I'm gonna have to add a clear coat on the exhaust. So the exhaust doesn't have rust from overtime from salty, wintry, rainy season weather. So as far as all of that, give it a little walkthrough. But yeah, we're gonna get this installed. This comes with gaskets and screws, thanks to DNA Motoring exhaust systems. We're the company. I don't know if they make other parts as well instead of just exhaust, but thanks to them as well. The hardware gaskets is included with the purchase of this exhaust, so that's pretty nice. So yeah, in my opinion, I would definitely recommend this exhaust. In my opinion, for the money, it might not be the best of the best, but for the money, I highly recommend. There's got some weight to it, so it's not like paperweight. You know what I mean? It's not like paperweight, so it's got some weight to it. It's not the cheapest of the cheap, but pretty good for what it is. Let me get this all together. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So, for the money, I would definitely recommend this exhaust to anybody who has a 04 to 08 TSX and are on a budget and don't want to break the bank, spend too much money on an exhaust system, this is your best bet. So take a good look at it. Pretty good quality, in my opinion, for what it is. The 04 to 08 TSXs normally have the OEM from factory exhaust problems. The rust starts to rot on the exhaust on these cars. So this is a great way to take care of your car with maintenance and not wasting too much gas and having holes on your original factory Acura TSX exhaust. So just to show you the welds on the exhaust, on the flange area, pretty decent quality. Looks like they have a little clear coat on it too as well. There's like a little clear coat so it doesn't rust over time from the looks of it. Looks they might have updated it and put the clear coat, because these are common to have you know, rust on the welds. Every exhaust is, just depends, but these look like they've been updated. So just to give you an idea on the welds. Yeah, DNA motoring, complete exhaust system for TSX 04 to 2008. Best bang for the buck. Even comes with the warranty. I think it's 1 year warranty, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 years. So that's very nice. So if your exhaust ever breaks or whatever, or if it snaps in half, this is backed by warranty. So I highly recommend DNA motoring exhaust system. We're going to install it soon. See what it sounds like. It came wrapped pretty good. It wasn't banging up on each other, so that was nice too. Well wrapped, well packaged, not too shabby. Alright, so as you can see, the reason why we're gonna have to change the exhaust is because the flange between the muffler snapped off. So now the exhaust is just like rattling. It just snapped off, it just broke off due to rust, which is normal on the TSXs. These guys from factory, usually the exhaust flanges and the pipe start to rust near the axle back. So that is the very reason we are going to change the complete exhaust system. Instead of getting it fixed, why not just get the entire exhaust system replaced, right? Instead of, oh look, there's another rust spot right there. So it's only a smart or a good idea to change the entire exhaust system. So from the catalytic converter right there back, that's why we got our DNA motoring exhaust system. So yeah, pretty much it's just common sense. So for those who have 04 to 08 Acura TSX, change those exhausts. It's gonna have to be replaced regardless, with those that have higher mileage and so on forth. Because look at that, it's not even functioning. It's, look, just moving around for no reason, right? That doesn't make any sense. And let's go check this. Let's go check this. Oh, this one looks like it's a new muffler. Actually, this muffler was already replaced. Interesting. So this muffler was already replaced, which makes sense because these cars have a exhaust rust problem from factory, so the logical common sense is to replace the entire system, the entire exhaust system. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. And so on for it. And that's why we got ourselves a complete exhaust system. By DNA Motoring. Highly recommend changing the entire exhaust system. These guys aren't so bad either. Well, not the best quality, but best bang for the buck. Get yourself one of these. Spray paint the welds so it doesn't rust, so it doesn't create any holes or over time from wintry salt, snow, rain season. All right, so I give it a nice little spray on the exhaust welds, and they will last. This comes with 1 year or 2 year warranty on the DNA Motoring exhaust kit. So regardless if it breaks or snaps off, they will send you a replacement of the pipe or whatever. So that's not so bad. But for longevity, I recommend to spray clear coat, anti-rust clear coat on the entire exhaust, so it lasts longer and doesn't have to be replaced. So we're gonna do some oil changes on the car too. Some oil change for this factory Honda oil filter with the Performance Premium Synthetic Oil Royal Purple, which is also recommended. Very good oil. Without, you know, like to have a good quality oil, I also recommend Royal Purple Synthetic Premium Oil. Very good oil for the money. Best bang for the buck for those on a budget and want the best quality oil you can get. So yeah, exactly what we're gonna do and get started. Take out the damn exhaust system on this. And for those that are looking for an intake as well, I recommend the Kai intake. 55 bucks or 60 bucks on Amazon. Works just as good instead of spending breaking the bank changing the entire intake system. But so you get a good look. The headers are stuck. We're gonna keep it that way. Stock headers. We don't want the car too loud. So we're gonna get started on taking this entire exhaust system out as soon as possible. I don't know if you can tell, but it does look like it already comes pre-clear coated, so it doesn't rust on this exhaust. I'm thinking they already caught on that, you know, these exhausts they start to rust right here on the welds. But it looks like if you see the difference between the pipe and there's like a little clear coat there already from factory or from you know, from their shop, their warehouse or whatever. So from the looks of it, it looks like they already did some clear coat on the exhaust. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks like it. Can you see the difference? But I'm gonna do it anyways. Extra precaution. So that's just me. Better safe than sorry. So let's get one of these and just there we go. And just give it a nice little, you know, nice little coat. Do it for all the welds. And flanges too. And the hangers, exhaust hangers, especially the exhaust hangers. let it dry, more or less. Just on the hangers, exhaust hangers. Do for all sides, especially the exhaust hangers. And doing this will definitely conserve the exhaust a lot better. In my opinion, and it was advised anyways from other people. They said it's a good idea to put clear coat on it, so exactly what I'm doing. All exhausts should require clear coats on the welds. Basic common sense. But these look like they came pre-clear coated. I think they caught up on that, so. Oh, better safe than sorry. And just do it for all the welds. For all the welds. So I just finished adding the clear coat paint on the entire exhaust. It should look more or less like this. I don't know if you can tell. Nice couple coats. Give it a couple of coats. Might not be the best job, but hey, it has clear coat. That's all that matters. It's not like anybody's gonna look underneath the car. It should look more or less like that. Can't really tell, but obviously there's gonna be some drops on it, but hey, what matters if the exhaust is gonna be underneath the car, you know, who's gonna look at it, right? So if you could just tell, a little bit of drops right there, but the more the merrier. Some on the hangers too. A little bit on this side as well. Hold on, let me give it a little good coat. There we go. On the hangers. And that's that. And it'll last a long time. Very long time. So, as you can tell, oh yeah, and that's that. And off to installing this damn thing. Alright guys, so we officially got the DNA motoring exhaust installed. As you can see, officially installed it. We haven't started it up yet. We're gonna do a first startup, cold startup on this. But as you can see, I got the full CatBack exhaust installed. The the factory hangers
are not going to work with the car. You're going to have to get a 2-layer hanger, unless you can somehow utilize this hanger, but I ended up just changing the hangers to these, the 2-step hangers. This is a tri-hanger. So you're going to have to upgrade the hangers on this exhaust, change the hangers to, you only need like 3 or 4 hangers, so you get yourself a nice set of hangers. 4 of them, brand new, just for the axle back, and you should be good to go as far as all of that. So the hangers are replaced. Make sure you adjust the exhaust. Make sure before you install the exhaust, leave this bolted on, but not tighten, not fully tight. You know what I'm saying? Leave it loose like that. You could adjust the exhaust, because the exhaust has to be adjusted from all the way to the catalytic converter to the mid pipe. Just leave the screws snugged in, just don't tighten them until you have the exhaust the correct way to have it fully tightened. Otherwise the exhaust is going to be crooked. So we officially got this installed. So as you can see, we're going to do a first startup to see how the exhaust is, see if there's any air leaks before we jack the car back down. We're going to do sound clips, inside, outside. Let's see how the exhaust is overall. But yeah, I had to take the car to a exhaust shop because the car on the catalytic converter, between the flange and the catalytic converter, which I will show you in a photo, was rusted from overtime. Obviously these bolts get rusted, so you're gonna have to use like a torch or a flamethrower, a freaking torch flamethrower, to burn out the old screws, bolts, and get some new screws in at the exhaust shop, because it's going to be a bitch if you're going to do that yourself at your house. So I ended up just taking it to a local exhaust shop. A mechanic local exhaust shop can do it for you, but make sure they know what they're doing, otherwise they're going to ruin the catalytic converter and you're going to have to weld a new flange on it. So that's originally what I was going to do. I was going to put a new flange in it, but I ended up just using the OEM factory flange that it has on the catalytic converter. So other than that, the car should be ready to go. Let me get a close-up on the catalytic converter so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Let me get a close-up. There. So as you can see, look, nice and flush. You want to make this flush. You don't want to have it overlapping one another. Keep it tight. Another exhaust hanger here. This is the factory exhaust hanger. You didn't have to replace that. Just the axle back hanger. And obviously, as you can see, the clear coat drips. This car got, whole exhaust system got a fresh coat of clear coat, especially on the welds right here. I wasted a full can of clear coat on this exhaust. So you can see I added a clear coat. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. These screws right here are going to be rusted. And you're going to have to just use a flamethrower to take these damn things out. As you can see, look, you see, it was torched a little bit. You see what I mean? Torched, and maybe had a little bit of a weld here, so it doesn't break off or snap off or whatever. It's an old catalytic converter. Usually, you can't do that by yourself. You can't just bolt it on, unless your car is super mint, super clean, and it's not really a problem for your car. But my car, in my case, it's got 150 something thousand miles and 160,000 miles, so it was already recommended to put a new flange on it, but we didn't put a new flange. We ended up just utilizing the original factory flange by taking out the old bolts, old screws and old bolts out, and scraping the old rust on it. So as far as all of that, pretty much it's a bone stock car, stock header, stock catalytic converter, and we're gonna go ahead and do a sound clip video on this exhaust. So as you can see, catalytic converter, flange right there, and then right there, and etc. etc. It's got a full clear coat job on it, so pretty much good to go. That's it. That's that. There you go. Here's the garage. And we're gonna do some sound clips on it. Also, very important, the screws that come with this exhaust is a 14 millimeter on this side and a 16 millimeter on this side. So these are the tools you're gonna need. Something like this. Get yourself a wrench, like these, a 14 millimeter and a 16, which is for the exhaust bolt screw kit. So that's pretty much all you need. And some hangers. That's it. Right, no air leaks. Deixa o carro aquecer.
E agora só que eu vejo o leitão frio, batata fria.
No air leaks. Let's get the car's sound clips. See how the car sounds. Excess amount of flange or whatever, flange gasket. What sounds good? Just got to burn off the flange gasket, I guess. So first start up on the exhaust. inside interior noise, not so bad. But definitely a performance power output. Definitely got more horsepower. I could definitely feel the difference. But nonetheless, the car is nice. As far as the interior sound, exhaust sound isn't so loud. Not so bad. Let's give it a nice little. Not bad. And it's pretty fast. Definitely got like at least 15 horsepower, 15 wheel horsepower. Like 30 horsepower crank. At least. Got it on M Sport.